Hi guys, Joey here. So, to state the obvious, I am not at my apartment. I still have my apartment in Seoul, but right now I'm out of town. And although this apartment isn't exactly minimalist, I do have my own minimalist routine. I've seen some comments that some of you guys left about like my morning routine and then my makeup skincare routine, and I thought that would be the most ideal video for me to make right now. As you can see, I'm not at my apartment, but my routines stay the same. My morning routine, as far as makeup and skincare goes, it has evolved significantly, so I think it's a brilliant idea to make this video. So thank you for those of you who commented and asked for my makeup and skincare routine. Another quick aside is, as some of you might know, I studied bachelor in beauty essentially, and our major is actually named hair and makeup. So I do have to study hair, makeup as well as hair, although my main focus is on hair. I actually had a lot of makeup gear, and I did want to kind of maybe consider also specializing in makeup until I realized I think I better stick with hair to, you know, increase the quality of services that I can provide for hair. But I have tried very interesting makeup before. Maybe I'll insert a little clip of the makeup stuff that I did. But when I decided to declutter all my makeup items, I was really happy because I had a very nice 동생. 동생 means like younger sister. So in Korea, you call anybody who's younger than you like certain terms, like sister, brother, or something like that. So she was a 동생, and then I gave her all my makeup supplies, and she loved it. I'm, you know, as a minimalist, you just gotta love people who love it when you give them stuff. But anyway, so that's a special side, and I have pared down my makeup gear from palettes and lots of brushes and lots of tools to literally, guess how many items? I guess we'll count through them. But to literally everything in this box as far as my makeup and beauty needs go. Of course, it's not including skincare and things like that, but I will go through them as I do my makeup, and you can count as I'm doing my makeup and see how many items that I actually keep in this pouch for all my makeup needs. I have simplified my makeup incredibly, but I still get complimented on like how my eyes look and things like that, so I think I'm doing pretty well. You don't need a lot of stuff to make yourself look good and to feel good. So without further ado, let's get started. So first things first, as soon as I come out of shower, because I have eczema and my skin tends to dry out really fast, I tend to put on a water type skin, we call this skin. That's the name of this type of emulsion, like watery emulsion. In Korea we call them skin lotion, basically. So I put on some skin. I had already put some on like immediately out of shower, but I'm just showing you guys as a demonstration. And then if I am going out, I put on sunscreen. I've been a little bit lazy about putting on sunscreen lately, but I really should because, you know, delaying the aging process. Who doesn't like that? So yeah, that's makeup, and I would usually put skincare and then some sunscreen. Sometimes I also put on cream type after the water type emulsion, but I ran out of cream type, so I'm actually giving just using the water type and sunscreen a go. And today that's what I did, and I didn't really feel any tightening on my skin. I did pile on a lot of the water solution, so I think my skin absorbed a lot. So yeah, I didn't see any issue with that. Now, next up, we have the actual makeup process. So I got this concealer. Back in my apartment in Seoul, I still have foundation in the bathroom. So what I would do is before I run out of the apartment when I was working, in the mornings, I would just put on some foundation on my face and then just put on my mask and then do the rest of my eye makeup in the subway. I know it's not ideal, you shouldn't really be touching your face a lot, but I don't know, I was just being efficient and gave myself a lot of sleeping time. So anyway, to put on this concealer, so this is kind of like a portable foundation for me. I would use this to kind of even out my skin tone. But to do that, another thing that's in my pouch is this magnifying mirror and these tweezers. Honestly, I use it to like pluck out like my mustache or like eyebrows and things like that. I used to pretty much pluck out my eyebrows so it's not as wide towards the end. But I'm kind of giving some natural look a go. I'm kind of letting my eyebrows grow out because, you know, nobody looks perfect, and I think it's not a horrible look. So I'm kind of giving it a go. But when I draw on my eyebrows, I do kind of thin out the ends so it's not bushy or anything like that. But as you can see, it gets wider and then lighter as my hairs grow out. So I would use these tweezers for any kind of like skin blemish needs that I need to pluck out right away. So I will use this mirror and I would look into this to put on my makeup. But essentially, I will use a concealer. It could be any concealer. This one's from Innisfree. I believe it was like $10 or something, maybe on sale. I don't remember. But yeah. So I just kind of highlight the areas that I want to stand out, and I got this deep, deep dark circles for some reason. So I put some on there. I just kind of dot things out where I deem as necessary. Anywhere that kind of looks sunk and things like that. Yeah, to make my skin look pretty. So, and then I'll just use my hand. I remember one of our makeup professors told us it's like your hand has an ideal temperature for melting your makeup, so you don't really need a sponge. But you could use a sponge for I don't know, like different style of application and things like that. So if I can use my hand for it, by all means, I'm gonna do it. So I'm just gonna even out right here. I try to find a concealer that was not too light because my skin's naturally pretty caramel, I guess you could say yellow, and kind of on the dark side. But although this was supposed to be like one of the darkest options that they have, 23, level 23, I don't know how the numbering system works elsewhere, but in Korea 23 is pretty dark, but still it's too light for me. I just don't want people to think that I want to look like I'm whiter. I never do. I think that everybody should sort of embrace their own skin tones, and then again, if you want to look lighter, that's fine too. I wish this color actually matched my skin tone more, just because that's my own preference. So, and I think in the States, being tanned is a good thing, but in Korea, which is kind of like stereotypical Asian country, I guess, stereotype of Asians that they want lighter skin. So I think in Korea they still like that. Although I think nowadays, more so than before, people do try and get tan and they go to tanning booths and things like that. I don't recommend tanning booth. Doesn't seem healthy for your skin. I don't really want skin cancer, but yeah, I think it's good that beauty standards are diversifying a little bit. So anyway, there's that. Once I even out my skin tone, I kind of look like a skull, so let me just adjust. This lighting is not flattering for me at all, but it will do. I have to do other stuff in the morning, so it is what it is. And once I do that, I like to go towards immediately to my eye makeup. So I will start with mascara. Sometimes I start with eyeliner, but I don't really use what do you call this? Eyelash. Oh, what is it called? I'm losing my English again. Eyelash curlers? Yes, I do not use that anymore. Instead, I just use the physical force of me kind of pushing it up. And it's high enough for me, you know? I don't need perfect lashes. Just decent ones will do. The reason why I like to do mascara first these days, more so than eyeliner, is that well, the way my eye is shaped, I have kind of a thick eyelid skin, so when I do the mascara, as much as I want to avoid touching my eyelid, I end up doing that anyways. So I just kind of like to let the mascara be on there and then kind of go over these mascara gunk with my eyeliner and, you know, kind of cover it up and things like that. So I prefer to do mascara first, but it's not a set rule for me. So far, those are 2 products on my face, including the mascara. Oh, there's that. Before, when I was studying makeup and then kind of got into makeup, I would have done like some kind of evening out thick, what do you call it, like a skin evener? I don't know what that's called in English, but I would kind of even out my skin using this like pore clogging product. But I figure my pores are pretty big at this point, like in certain spots, so I just kind of accepted it, you know? if it bugs me enough, eventually maybe I'll have a surgery. I don't know. Haven't done it yet, but it's an option open for me. So yeah, and I just kind of lift up all of my lashes. The inner corners are a little bit more difficult, but I do that. And then I also do the bottom lashes to sort of open up my eyes. And immediately, if I blink and there's a little bit of like mascara gunk, I just go in with my fingers. Sometimes I will use a Q-tip if it's too much, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty, I guess you could say, lazy. But if you're kinder with your words, I guess you could say that I'm pretty efficient. I don't like unnecessary steps in my morning routine. So this is actually me going quite slowly. This will happen in like, the whole thing will happen in 5 minutes. But anyway, and then now I go in with my eyeliner. And I think the way my eye is, I think eyeliner has the biggest impact. I tried going without an eyeliner before, but I just really like the way eyeliners look on me at the moment, so I think I'll just keep using it for now. Maybe eventually I'll accept how I look without a thick eyeliner. But anyways, I go in and I sort of start to draw the wing first. I like the cat eye wings. They're not as high or thick as they used to be. I used to draw it pretty thick. And I used black color before. Black liquid type. But now I use this like creamy pencil type. It's not focusing. But I like to use the creamy pencil type for a more natural look. And I tend to go for brown or light brown color. This one's like a very light brown. I like it, but I think next time I will get something slightly darker browns for my eyes. And then for my eyebrows, I think I'm gonna go for a lighter color. You'll see in a minute how my eyebrows sort of pop out more with the current product that I have. So I'm gonna move on to the next eye. Again, I'm gonna start with a wing. One trick is if you can kind of stretch your skin a little bit, like pull it in certain areas, it's a lot easier to draw on because your skin's not moving with the push of your pencil. So, but yeah, I like to close it to give my little bit of tension on the skin, make it taut. And yeah, that's done. I look like a completely different person in my opinion, but that's just literally like what, 3 millimeters? I don't know what that is in inches, don't ask me. I have forgotten a lot of the non-metric system at this point. But anyway, and I am using this eyebrow pencil thing. I was using a powder type eyebrow with some brush, but then I thought that's like 2 items that I have to carry around and things like that. So I just got like all-in-one pencil. First, I like to use this brush side to sort of you know, brush my eyebrows into their natural shape. So in the front, I like to go up and make it look kind of lusciously bushy. And then as I move to the ends, I like to go and kind of draw an arch with it in a way. And then even out my eyebrows. And I would usually go in to the ends first. And kind of draw from the mountain, from the highest point of my eyebrows. Yeah. And then as I go towards the front of my eyebrows, I like to sort of be gentle with my strokes, brush strokes, so it's not as dark in the middle. Because I think if it's too dark in the middle, it just, I don't know, makes you look like you got seagulls on your eyes. It's not an ideal look, and that's the way I was taught, and I agree with the professor on that point. So there's that, and I'll start on the other side. I'm moving my hair so I look less like a skull as I'm putting on makeup, but over here as well. I heard something interesting that like one cannot do eye makeup without opening their mouth. I don't know if that's true, but I do think that I tend to kind of open my mouth a little bit when I'm doing my makeup on my eyes. I don't know why. Would you agree? Anyway, just like that. And Yeah, and if I feel like I have put on too much, then I can always go back in the back of my brush and kind of blend it out, fade it out a little bit, I guess you could say. Yeah, and then I just check the mirror if this was the mirror, and if it looks decent enough, I don't obsess over how exactly both sides match and things like that. As long as it looks decent and it looks like I have eyebrows, I'm fine with that. And this might be one of my favorite tricks that I learned from our makeup class, just because I never thought of it, but it's genius. Because my last makeup is lipstick. I used to use red lipstick and things like that, but nowadays I think I like the nude tones a lot more. In fact, I wish I got something a little bit lighter, but this is the color. And I just kind of put it on. Not too much. I think as I get older, darker color on my lips just makes me look more older, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but usually for like a daily look when I'm not going out to a club or something, which you shouldn't be going out anyways with the virus and everything. Yeah, I think natural color is pretty good, but this is my favorite thing. So something I learned in our makeup class. Take your lipstick, make some dots on your cheeks, and then you just blend it for blush. Now, if you feel like you want to declutter your makeup and you don't know how to pare down your belongings, this would be a brilliant tip, because you can just keep your lipstick and your lips will always kind of match the tone on your cheeks. How great is that? Ta-da! I can kind of hear some of you, maybe none of you will say this, but maybe if someone's like, ew, that's gross, that was on your mouth. Do you like getting kissed on your cheeks? Because I do. So I think it's really not a big deal. I would kiss my own cheeks. So yeah, that's that. And guys, as far as actual coloring makeup goes, I have only 5 items. And that, my friends, is how I look this luscious with minimum effort in the mornings and in the evenings, depending on whenever I put on makeup. So I hope you guys like this video. I appreciate you guys watching all the way through, and I'll catch you guys next time with more minimalist content. I'm running out of ideas as to what kind of videos I can make when I'm not staying at my apartment. I can't wait to show you guys the updates that I made in my current apartment in Seoul. But for now, I guess I'll just have to use my ingenuity and brain force to see what kind of content I can bring to you guys. And if you guys have any ideas that you can give me that you'd like to see the videos from me, knowing my situation at the moment, just let me know and I'll catch you guys later. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye!